morning, everybody. We are just getting started for the day, and you've probably heard that our good friends Eamon and Beck are going through a very difficult time right now. Our good friend Beck is moving through breast cancer so gracefully with so much strength. It's so hard for us to watch, but she has been an unbelievable force and a huge inspiration in her journey so far. We've been talking with them off camera, but I've been wanting to do something for the community and to support her and show some solidarity for what she's been going through. So last week, I had a haircut. Our hair is such a big part of our identity. It's always been a defining part of my life, and yet it doesn't actually define our strength, our beauty, or our resilience. And Beck has been a reminder for that. And I have two huge braids that I'm actually donating. We'll put all those links below in the description if you're interested in donating your hair. There are lots and lots of places where you can go to do that. I'm still getting used to this. It's a huge adjustment. I've never had hair this short, and it's, kind of got a mind of its own. It's been like this for a couple days, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but it feels good to try to do something. There's nothing that I feel like does justice to help enough for what Beck and Eamon are going through, but small gestures are hopefully a sign that she's not alone and that we're thinking of her every day. That being said, we are getting started with the day. I'm a little bit nervous about going outside right now.
What do I believe? What makes me feel it? To write you this song.
12 degrees outside, and it might be too small for you to see, but the snowflakes are coming down heavy, and I think all day long. We're under another winter weather advisory, which is exciting and fun, but the other night I had to drive home by myself. Trent was following me. We had taken separate cars, and the roads were such a mess that I feel like I'm a little bit traumatized. I don't really want to drive myself again. Even in the truck, I was sliding all over the place. At one point, I was sideways in the road, and then I was sliding backwards down the road. All right, we are in a real pickle tonight. I think this is the first time that we've ever tried to do this. Oh, maybe it's just me being unable to drive the car. We have two cars tonight. We're driving separately. And I've just been sliding all over the place. I cannot drive this car in the snow. Oh, he's sliding too. Go, go, go. Needless to say, I was on speakerphone with Trent freaking out, and he very calmly talked me through what to do, and we got home safely. But we have to get to a doctor's appointment this morning for Leo. It's snowing hard, and Trent is going to be driving. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I know, I wish I wasn't so tired.
Leo actually has been getting progressively better and better throughout the night. Definitely don't want to jinx myself, but he wakes up once, usually during the middle of the night, and Trent feeds him, which is unbelievable, and I am eternally grateful for that. So Trent's a little bit tired. I feel very nice and rested. Leo is fed, changed, ready to go. We gotta pack everything up. Whoa. I don't think I caught that on camera, but a huge snow slough just came off the roof. Anyway, we gotta get things moving. We have to get to the doctor.
As you can hear, Leo is not extremely thrilled to be in his car seat right now, but that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. And also, it seems like almost every time we get outside or when we just start walking, Leo immediately stops crying. But when he's in his car seat and it's sitting stationary, he doesn't like it at all.
Good morning. Good, how are you? It feels so weird to have my hair like this. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
It looks great.
I just look at the ceiling fan every time.
Buster. Okay. Good job, big guy.
Hey, Bubba.
Let's take a quick temperature. You're good, so big.
Good job, bud.
So big.
Leo did incredibly well. As always, he's gaining weight, he's looking good. The doctor's really happy with his progress. We thought he was teething. She thinks he's maybe not exactly teething yet, but he's definitely more expressive, let's just put it that way. Taken after his dad, I would say. I'm an angel. I never cry.
We're just happy to know everything's going good. He's gaining weight, and whether he's teething or not, he has been a little bit fussy. He has been a little bit fussy, but I mean, that's just kind of what comes with the territory, and we're just grateful that he's happy and healthy. So we're gonna get him loaded back up into the carrier. We're gonna jump in the truck, and then, like I said, we are heading down to the shop. We're gonna meet Bryce down there. Brandon should be coming in. Hopefully we'll make some progress on the vans today because it's Mountain Made Mondays. Bryce is in here hard at work, and I'm really just excited to get this van wrapped up. And also, I think today we're gonna start doing some measurements and projecting for our layout that's going in the Sprinter. And that's really exciting because I've never actually built out a Sprinter. I've never built out a van that can carry and sleep and eat 4 people. And that's really our objective with this van. So it's gonna be really cool to try and lay out the layout. Hey, buddy.
Good morning, you beautiful humans.
How are you?
Fantastic. How are you guys doing? Good. Awesome.
Did you have good news from the doctor?
I have good news and I have bad news.
Oh no, what's the bad news?
I'll shower you with the good news first. I'm here and I'm alive, and my knee isn't broken, but the bad news is, based on his little ticks and maneuvers, my meniscus is torn, and my ACL is completely just floating.
No!
Yeah, he's like, see, with this knee, you could like get it to like catch, and you could feel something stopping it when he was doing the test. The other one was like floating and doing
How are you able to walk on it? And not like screaming in pain?
I'm a medical miracle.
You're a man, you're a man's man, that's how.
Wow.
It's a good thing that you're here and you're alive.
Yeah, so they're getting my insurance to approve the MRI, and then we'll get that and figure out when surgery and everything.
Oh my goodness.
So Bryce has been shredding the gnar on his snowboard this year, and he went off a massive cliff and landed, and he felt a pop in his knee, and his knee was all messed up and it was hurting him, and he like couldn't walk on it, and now he's basically been limping around for the past like 3 weeks, and he finally was like, okay, fine, I'll go to the doctor. But he's got like strength in it, he's been using it, he's just got, you know, a little bit of a limp. And so he went to the doctor today, and they think his ACL is torn, which is really bad news. So hopefully the MRI just comes back and says, oh, you just have a sloppy ACL and it's not torn.
It's just a little weak.
It's just a little sloppy. Anyway, that's not great news, but we're gonna get to work.
So short.
Feels so light and fresh.
I feel like I have an afro. It just feels like it's like I can see it.
It's as wide as it is tall.
It would
get
get,
it all fro-y.
yeah, it would get taller.
Oh, I love it. That'd be awesome.
So the van is basically done. I think Bryce's goal is like by this week, the end of the week, to have it be fully done. And Matt and his wife are actually at the Iditarod race right now up in Alaska, which is really cool. So they're not here, but everything is like just tiny, minor finishing touches. And I think we're just gonna help out as much as possible to speed up the process and just button everything up. I'm gonna oversee, and Leo is gonna put in most of the hard labor, and then these guys are just gonna tell Leo what to do.
That's right, we're just gonna point fingers. The Iditarod is a really famous dog race in Alaska, and Katie, Matt's wife, is actually a veterinarian who works on dog sled races. She's not working on the Iditarod, she's just a fan, but they went up to watch that in Alaska, so they're gonna be...
Dog, not dog sled, but I have no idea.
Sled dog race? Dog sled race? You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so they're in Alaska till about midweek this week, so they'll be back later. But like Allie was saying, things are getting really close to being buttoned up. I guess we haven't even shown you the inside of the van. So we still got bubble wrap on the actual stove oven combo, but we got the latches on these cabinets here. We got latches on those cabinet doors, latches back there. This door has a latch on it. These cabinets need the latches. That cabinet needs a latch. And then we need to put the faces on these drawers down here and get their latches installed. And then it's basically getting the pull-out table all set up and everything ready in here. And then I have cushions that I went and ordered last week. They're supposed to be here in like 7 to 10 days.
And the mattress is coming.
The mattress is coming. We've got a hypervent system going underneath the mattress so that it gets good ventilation. Like,
It's so close.
there's really not that much left to do. Bryce is going to start doing the wood paneling on the back doors.
Also, look at this.
We did not plan for this, but look at the paint color next to the color of the fridge.
Well, the fridge has a plastic wrap on it. Fridge isn't that color.
Oh, well, the plastic wrap matches the paint perfectly.
So the fridge is actually stainless steel. It's a Vitrafrigo, which is an Italian fridge that they put in yachts. It is like extremely high efficiency, and it has a remote compressor, so you get the most cubic footage. You get the most cubic space. You get the most space, the most cubic square foot space. I don't know how to say that. Anyways, you get the most space inside the actual box, and then the compressor is mounted like remotely so that it doesn't get like, you know, stuck in a cabinet behind the actual fridge. It can be put somewhere else where it has ventilation. They're really, really efficient. They're really, really nice. Italian perfection. Whoever buys this van is getting an amazing treat.
Oh my gosh. What are they doing, Leo? What are they doing?
Sorry, I don't know what song this is.
Dang it!
Wow, this is the song we were looking for?
This is what Bryce's hair looked like when we first started climbing together.
Absolutely.
We're just mounting things on Mountain Made Monday.
I like these latches.
Yeah, they're really nice.
These are new. We haven't used them before.
They're real nice. It might feel better with bumps on it.
Bumps. The technical term.
Bumps.
Bumps.
Drawer bumps. Door bumps.
Bump stops.
Bump stops.
So I did get this one drawer basically mounted in here, and it functions and latches beautifully. Really excited about that. Now we just need to do some touch up from the nails that we had to mount that with and the hole that we had to drill to put the boat latch in. We got to do one more boat latch in that drawer right there, and then the boat latch for the actual rollout table. It's really coming together though. I'm like, I feel like we've been working all day and I've done like 3 things, but I feel like there's so much progress being made. I'm just like so stoked about this van being finished. It's just like a dream that's like coming to fruition. It's really exciting. Anyway. How do you guys feel?
Excited.
Words, speechless. With a crew like that, I mean, what, you know, the excitement that's spouting from these guys is undeniable.
I can feel it.
Calling in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. So good.
You guys have been working way too long.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that we put in a full day of work at Mountain Made Vans, it's time for us to go and have a little bit of fun. And something that we've been doing recently is we go and pick up Joel, my other son, and we actually have been taking him climbing, and he's been bringing his girlfriend, and we've been having quite a lot of fun. We've been climbing at least a couple times a week. It really makes me happy to get back into climbing, but also to see like that fire ignited in Joel's like mind where he gets excited about climbing and he's making progress. It's been a really, really enjoyable experience. So We don't really film it because when we're hanging out with Joel, we're usually just trying to spend like quality time with Joel instead of sticking a camera in his face. But we're gonna go pick him up right now and we're gonna head to the climbing gym.
One thing I will say that is absolutely not fair at all is Joel has Trent's body type, and Trent is just like a natural athlete, and Joel just like we've climbed with him over the years, but now we've been climbing consistently, and in just like a month or two, he's already like climbing V4, V5, like just cruising past my skill level, almost at Trent's skill level. It's frustrating, honestly, to watch, but it also just makes us both so proud because it's really cool to see him progress and be excited about something that we've really enjoyed doing and love to be able to do with him. Hello.
What's up?
What's up, guys? Hello. Hello.
Are you guys stoked to go climbing?
I'm so stoked.
Where are we going? I think we'll go to Lehigh. Let's go.
Yeah?
That's what I thought. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I was just thinking how much I wanted to go to Lehigh because we haven't been there in a while, and I want to try some of the stuff there. Cool. Well, we had full intentions of filming everything when we came here to climb, and everything slipped our mind. So we had a good time climbing. We're all really sore. Some of us have destroyed fingers and tendons and arms. And now we're heading home.
I'm really excited to get used to this brand new haircut, and I'm so happy to be able to have donated my hair to an amazing cause. And in this video, I'm actually partnering with ThredUp, which takes donated clothing and sells them at a huge price cut. I've always wanted to wear designer clothes, but I've never been okay with the price tag, and ThredUp makes it possible to shop their website for some incredible deals and know that what you're getting is not only beautiful, it's stylish, and it gives you the opportunity to wear gently used designer clothing at a very discounted price. ThredUp is an online consignment and thrift store where you can buy and sell high-quality secondhand clothes that are up to 90% off. But they're not your typical thrift store. You can shop outfits from the community, and it's gentle on the environment. Choosing an item that's used instead of new reduces your carbon footprint by 82%. This wardrobe refresh was exactly what I've been needing. It's the perfect time of year to update my closet for spring, especially after having a baby. And with just a couple pieces, I've been able to create 5 distinct outfits, choosing from designers like Tory Burch, Express, BDG, Dolce Vita, and Zara. If you want to freshen up your wardrobe for spring, now is a great time to do it using ThredUp. Click my link in the description and use code ALLIE30 for 30% off your first order and free shipping. Thanks again to ThredUp for sponsoring today's video. We're gonna get back to it.
Am I supposed to say peekaboo? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Today we are going to be doing something that I'm not excited about, which is getting these roller shades installed in these 2 windows. The last shades in the house that we have to install. Highest consequence and the scariest because to use a tile drill bit, drill holes in these tiles, which is usually okay if you can like put water where you're drilling, but since it's like on the ceiling, can't really do that. So I'm gonna have to be like dipping the bit in water to try and like combat the heat.
You have a squirt bottle?
Yeah, I think so.
It has cleaner in it probably.
I don't know, we can
We
figure
have
it
an
out.
empty one.
Okay, that is gonna be a little bit stressful and high consequence just because this is a very visible part of the house. Drilling through tile is a little bit scary, but then we're doing something I have been waiting such a long time for. I am so excited. Finally, we are going to be designing and organizing and building our bedroom.
So I guess we're gonna get started for the day. Leo's gonna hang out right there. Brandon and I are gonna, actually I'm gonna get changed because these are my pajamas. I'm gonna put on some work clothes and we're gonna start moving everything out of these windowsills and basically start unpacking those roller blinds, and hopefully in no time at all they'll be installed.
thing I'm extremely excited about is that we have kept a couple plants alive for almost 2 months. Might not be a big feat for you guys, but ever since traveling in our van when we had Harry and the Potter, who is actually a coffee plant, that came to a very sad demise. We haven't tried to keep any other plants alive because that was just so heartbreaking for us when he got scorched in the sun when we left him on the dash for too long. But we are relearning the fun and the joy of taking care of plants, and it really adds vibrance and just like life to the house. I'm really loving it.
Yeah, plants like really make the house feel like it is alive and that it's like pretty and decorated. And I would say most of these plants are faring quite well. A couple of them are starting to look a little bit rough. And I'm like watering them enough and they're getting enough sun. I don't know what to do to like keep the plants alive. That's probably the biggest problem. So we're doing our best, but I think we're doing okay. And now we've got everything moved out of the windowsill. We're gonna bring the shades in here and start unpacking them right after we get that soap spill cleaned up right there. And then commence the scary part. So funny, like throughout the process, like the entire process of building this house, I've like learned and forgot so many things. Like every time we get to like a specific trade or a specific like thing that we have to do, I like study and I research and I figure out how to do everything, and then I like give it my best try, and then I don't think about it or do it again for like months. And then if I have to come back and try and fix what I installed or change something that I did, I like have forgotten everything that I needed to remember, and that's a problem. But with this, hopefully it's just really easy. I can figure out how to pair them again. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So I do have to say it was an absolute disaster and a tragedy what happened down here in the basement. We lost a lot of our stuff that just got contaminated beyond all cleaning and repair. But I am extremely pleased with the way this has turned out in the basement. We have this massive amount of tool and part storage, everything over here. We've got all this stuff kind of lined around the outside of the basement, but like the opening and the big space down here just feels really nice, and it feels like we have extra space, so I'm happy with it. So we got the shade and the blackout shade installed, and now we've adjusted the actual shade so that it only comes down that far, because that basically covers all of the sky. So if you ever, are getting blinded by the sun, you can lower that, but it doesn't interfere with all of our plants. So that's just like the limit that it's set to. Every time you close it, it only goes that far. And then our windowsill is going to continue to have sun so that the plants can grow and they're not going to be damaged by the shade coming down. And then the blackout shade should go down very close to the window and kind of just barely miss all of them except for this big tropical monster. And he's just, might have to have some leaves cut off. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, we are done with this window now. We just have to put the two shades up in the window over the oven, and then I'm done with shades. The entire house. We're all very excited about that, trust me. I'm still eating my chocolate. Hi, Leo. We're gonna head up into our bedroom, and I do have to say that like our bedroom is the one room that when we're taking people through our house and like giving them a tour and like showing them what we made, our bedroom I'm embarrassed by.
Yeah.
Because you like walk up and there's like these racks from Walmart that hold all of our clothes.
We'll show you.
Yeah, we'll show you. Come on, let's go.
I would say out of the whole house, our bedroom is the least finished room in the house, and we have some interesting ideas, but we haven't operationalized any of them yet, so it does look very unfinished to me, and just like kind of plain. Don't mind our bed not being made.
Like this just looks like crap. So I think when I walk in and look at it, I'm like, ugh. And I know when other people walk in and see it, they're like, oh, that's how you're living?
We have a dog kennel. There's baby books everywhere.
There's a lot of stuff, but this right here is what looks the worst.
You know what that's called?
Poop.
Making it work.
Making it work.
White trash AF.
Temporary.
It is temporary, and it has been useful. Yeah. So the debate is because we planned this house before we got pregnant, or really even thought about having kids. And then once we were pregnant, it was too late to change the plans. So the bedroom is the way it is, and everybody has warned us, and we're trying really hard to keep in mind this half wall is going to be dangerous for Leo. So we don't want to put any of his stuff or his crib up against the half wall. As soon as he starts to climb and crawl, like obviously that's a dangerous area. There's going to be baby gates at the top and bottom of the stairs, but we need to figure out a permanent closet situation, a permanent crib situation. He's almost outgrown his bassinet, and just a more functional setup.
Well, maybe we have decided where we're gonna put the built-ins, and maybe we haven't.
I'm excited.
Not quite sure. We're kind of like the weather right now, just not really able to make up our mind. Snow, warm, snow, more snow, warm, more snow.
It's coming down now.
It is starting to come down. It's supposed to be snowing quite a bit tonight and then tomorrow, so maybe the next time we pick you guys up, there'll be a lot of snow or maybe a little melted. I don't really know.
It's true.
Anyway, we just wanted to kind of take a minute before we let you guys go for the day and talk a little bit about our friend Beck, or Eamon and Beck. If you guys aren't following along with their journey, I highly suggest you guys go check out their channel, Eamon and Beck. As Allie mentioned earlier in the video, Beck is battling with breast cancer right now, and watching their videos has never given me more respect for anybody in my life. They are both like just so heroic, and I can't believe how well they're taking it.
It can feel like there's not enough that you can do when you're far away, that there's just nothing you can do to help. And so we're trying to think of small gestures to show our support and just to remind them of how much love they are really surrounded with. This is just one very tiny gesture that I could think of to help show some support for her. If you guys have any other resources that you want to share with our community, feel free to drop them in the comments below. We have a bunch of links that we'll share as well in the description of ways that you can either donate hair or support if there's other ways to send support. And just remember that you can never send too much love. Even just a small message, some kind words can make a huge difference in someone's day.
Yeah. And yeah, we love you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed coming along on this adventure. If you guys did, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. We're gonna go take care of Leo.
Thanks again to ThreadUp for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
See you guys on the next one.
Adios!
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around